death algorithm is a simple computer program which sole purpose is to decide who lives and who dies in the event of a life-threatening situation involving people and automated machines. One possible scenario where a death algorithm could be needed is self-driving cars. Although self-driving cars would greatly decrease the number of crashes, it would not completely eliminate them from our lives. Because of this, cars would need to be programmed to decide the outcome of a crash. For example, if two cars were to crash into one another, a death algorithm could be used to predict the outcome of that crash, and will try to save the maximum number of people. It may intentionally swerve a car with one person off a bridge to save a school bus full of children. It's almost like a real-life version of the trolley problem, but instead of a person deciding which rail to send the cart down, it's a computer. Today, however, I would like to talk about a different type of death algorithm. One that doesn't choose who lives or who dies, but one that can cause people to become violent towards one another. I'm of course referring to the one that you're using right now. Look down at the right corner of your screen, and you will see videos that YouTube recommends based off of what you've watched in the past. This results from one of the many different algorithms that work to make your experience better while on social media. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, or whatever else you use to connect to people. Use these algorithms to get you to view more of the things that you like. At first glance, there seems to be nothing wrong with this, and it makes a lot of sense as a business choice for these companies to put these types of algorithms in place, because it will cause more people to consume more media, making the company more money. Someone who likes posts or videos about makeup will probably want to see more things related to makeup. The problem comes in when the algorithm eliminates the nuance in real-world issues, where an issue is extremely complicated and the lines between right and wrong are blurred. These algorithms unintentionally draw lines where they aren't needed, and they play into the tribalistic nature that every human has. For example, liberals will have liberal-type media recommended to them, and conservatives will have conservative-type media recommended to them. This can be said for any issue that has a side that you can be on. The algorithm helps to create the illusion that one opinion is right, and only one position is correct, that all other opinions or ideas are wrong. It creates an us versus them mentality that allows people to label the other side as bad, and once they are labeled as morally inferior, one can treat the other person however they wish. It is my position that every person has value, and every side should be considered with equal scrutiny and skepticism, but with equal consideration as well. In a time where the natural instinct to join sides with people who are like you to fight against the other is seemingly more prevalent than ever, can we blame these algorithms for this, at least in part? I think so. Disagreements lead to sides, sides lead to tribes, tribes lead to conflict, conflict leads to violence, and violence leads to the inevitable death, which further escalates the conflict, repeating the cycle of suffering. How do we break from this cycle? How do we free ourselves from our own biology and the machines that lock us in this cycle? Well, you're holding the key right now. Only you can free yourself by understanding that everyone comes from a different place, has experiences that you don't, therefore having opinions that you don't. And at the end of the day, we are all human, trying to live in this world. No one really wants conflict or pain, nor does anyone really want to see someone else suffer. So what is the one true death algorithm? You're using it right now. Just know that it doesn't need to control you. It doesn't need to dictate what you see and don't. I encourage you all to take the difficult route and accept that you may be wrong about something, and your opinions and views aren't the absolute truth. Try to see